Here's another great channel bringing us another live stream today. One of our members following Yellow Brick Road. Now, this is a channel you should really check out. Always full of great info and places. Go check her out.
What's up?
Nothing.
Listing, and I never moved this thing. I don't think anything. Maybe the dog did. Hey, don't do that.
What?
The dong.
I'm turning up the volume now so I can hear you.
Oh, finally gonna listen to me after all these years.
No. I start now.
What's happening, folks? Hey, there's Kenneth, Daily Dose of the Bible, KJV Kenneth Oaks. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Thanks for the share, too, there, buddy.
Yep, thank you, Kenneth.
Rashaya. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Hey, Rashaya.
First member up in here today. See our view right up the rocks here. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Hopefully the air conditioners are doing a job. Larry Bozeman. Howdy, howdy. Nursing our travel bug. Howdy, howdy. They're up by you right now. Or was.
I think they was.
I think I'm done. I think I'm caught up. Yep. Caught up. Aha. No big plan today. I got another coat on the roof, so we're up to five. Wait, let me count here. 3, 4, 5 coats now up there. It's like 2 gallons left in the bucket. Hey, another member, Desert Adventures in Arizona. Howdy, howdy, howdy. And yep, we are still sitting in quartzite. Shooting for the 5th, I believe, now. But I'm concerned about Interstate 40. Very concerned about Interstate 40. Interstate 40 is in bad shape, very bad shape. Somebody posted meet and queue last night. Oh, you guys are down in Texas now? I don't think I've seen that on Facebook. Well, they were by you.
Yeah, it was. They got smart. They got out of here.
Yeah, don't blame them.
Yeah.
But I was in the Facebook group meet and queue last night. And, okay, where'd it go?
They were talking about Interstate 4, the ways to go up to Flagstaff.
Yeah. A lady asked which way was easier, 17 or 95. Well, of course, 95 is easier. 17 was in bad shape, too. Where is the post? Of course, when you're looking for something right off the bat, it never pops up. Never.
No, not when you want it to.
No. And when I was talking to you about it, it went right to it. Oh, here it is.
Well, you're on live now, so it's got to make a liar out of you.
I went past it.
Oh, that's your fault, not
Anyway,
mine.
the lady asked which way was the better direction. Here's some of these comments. Going Green Mom, howdy, howdy. Catherine Cook, howdy, howdy. 66 degrees there, going to rain. You guys still in Sholo?
63.
Well, here's some of the comments. The very first comment that somebody answered her was, Interstate 40 stinks to high heaven, just terrible. And then, I don't want to say names. The next comment. Last I heard, the I-40 from Kingman to Flagstaff was very bad. People losing tires, blowouts, front end damage from potholes. And then here's some more saying, I drove it without any damage at 0. It was shocking. Oh, I drove it without any damage and had zero foreknowledge of it, how bad it was. It was shockingly bad. Thankful to be out of there. Hopefully they fix it by next year. It's criminal to have a main highway in shambles and dangerous. California roads are highway too. A guy that didn't go that way said go that way. It's a great way, but he didn't go that way. He's over in New Mexico.
Yeah. Well, he said that's the best route to go if you're going to go is 95.
He was just saying that was the best route, but he didn't know how bad it was.
Yeah.
Avoid 40. It's terrible. Go Phoenix route. Kingman route sucks.
Hold on.
This person lives in Seligman. It's really bad. The potholes are the worst I've seen in many states. They're starting to fix them. By that I mean put road work signs up and pouring pitch in the holes. Well, pitch ain't gonna last at all. The road up I-17 is steep, and it is very steep. We took Honey up it once. I really don't want to do it again. I was recently on the I-40 from Kingman to Flagstaff. I-40 is very bad shape. Potholes as big as my truck. I ended up having to replace my front wheel bearing. Report from I-40 Kingman East. Very bad surface. I just went to turn to 60 on Wickenburg into Flagstaff. Good road. Drove it on Monday. I-40 is bad, bad, bad. It has been the last 4 years. I'm told Kingman. Old Route 66 supposed to be better, but there's a lot of ups and down hills on that one. I did 40 a few weeks ago to Gallup, and I keep saying I won't do 40 again. So I don't know. See what it looks like. Going in town or grocery running appointment, you take care too. Oh yeah, got to have the exterminators. Keep them scorpions out. Miss Leah, howdy howdy. But yeah, the roads are horrible. What concerns me is Honey's got 40-year-old parts on her. Yeah. So yep. I did. Well, I got a fan running right here, which really don't need to be on. There, that might. There. But yeah, the air conditioner is running. Another air won't rattle the. Well, I talked to another one today. Said 60 wasn't bad, but you still got to get on a 40 though.
40 to get to the few areas, yeah.
Yeah, because that takes you up to Seldsman. But it's hilly. There's I think you got to go up over a mountain at Prescott. So I don't know. So those are working out all right. Sierra View, he put 2 window units in. If we end up not having to be able to go up north, I'm going to go get one of them 8,000 BTU air conditioners, put right there in that window, and it's going to be running on solar. And I'm going to build a swamp cooler for night out of a cooler. And I'll turn the big Apico back into a whole freezer. And I'll freeze the water bottles in there and pull out what I need and put back the ones that need to be froze. Currently 92 degrees. Yeah, I didn't. Oh yeah, I did upload. When I uploaded it, it was 90 on mine. But yeah, here's the. I got the weather right here. As soon as there it is. But yeah, at the time when I took this, it was 90. I'm sure it's 91, 92 by now. It's top of the hour, so it updated. But today's temperature 100 degrees, and then we go into a cool down 96, 93, 97. Boy, yeah. And the dogs are slowly getting used to this heat. So then 100 and 101 and 100, and then back down to another cool down 99, 98, and 98. But the evenings aren't bad yet.
I'm not laughing at you. My brother can't get out of the sight of his little dog. He moves, she goes right with him. She missed him when he was in the hospital. Now she's looking out the little window watching him go get the mail.
I'm thinking if that thing had reached to the front of your rig.
Get it in the shade.
Yeah, but the shade goes away about noon.
Yeah, but put it on this side of the rig. if you can.
Here's the thing, dear. Ours is out in the sun all day long.
Yeah.
But I do have that windshield cover on it. They got
Yeah.
a table and theirs is covered in a shadow of a table. But it's closer to the ground.
Might be picking up some of the heat. Got any lynx levelers? Raise it up a little bit, even just a slight bit, maybe.
There's wash areas that got shade, but finding shade tall enough to cover a rig is really hard to do out here. And then, when you got solar, shade's your worst enemy. I can take and move it away from the rig now because none of it's on the roof, but yeah, they did that. Ashy Ratliff, howdy. If I missed anybody, I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry. I'm going back and looking. Jolly Matilda. Did we say howdy to our member Jolly Matilda? Probably not. Howdy, Jolly. But that's my plan. I set back gas money, budgeted gas money for the generator. Kind of going through it faster than I thought I would. But I should be all right, especially with these next days coming up, because we don't really turn it on until it's like 95, except for today and yesterday I turned it on earlier. But like I said, beginning in a month, I'm going to run up and buy that air conditioner, and that's going to save a lot, and then I'll be good to go. And yeah, there's virtually, we could probably go way in the back and find some shade that might help on the sides, but not really the roof. And then it kind of screws with your solar then. Oh, more to help the puppers walk outside? In the shade, the ground still gets really hot from radiating from the sun areas. They're used to now waiting until the shadow, when the sun gets over here and the shadow casts off honey behind it, it cools them rocks off rather quickly. So about 4:30, they're able to get out. So I just had them out right before the live stream. They're all sprawled out now, sleeping. Mike's Aquatics and Things. Howdy. Well, force going to be really good when you get up there. If we get up there. I think Arizona wants everybody driving on dirt roads now. Tim's got, they got a lot, they got more greenery and shrubbery and bushes down there. There's Lydia. Hi, Lydia. I got more of an open area here. Shade screens really helps though too. I had a boo-boo with the shade screen. Hey, you're muted.
Oops. I did it when she was giving my brother a butt chewing.
Oh. Yeah, I had a boo-boo with shade screen.
What'd you do to it?
I got a little bit of roof coating on it. Just a little bit.
I'm gonna hurt it none.
I have one. I did this 5 coats now. Probably gonna put another coat on tonight. That very well could be the last coat. I thought 4 was going to be the last coat, but then CRV brought me more nappy rollers. And we need to send Arizona some state flowers. Yeah.
They are out already. Out in full force.
Yeah. And so I put another coat on. But as I was doing that, now this is 5 coats. I haven't had any run down the side. I had one little spot right over here run down the side. About that wide. It hit the gutter and stopped, but then there's that piece that I got attached to the shade screen.
Mm-hmm.
It touched that and ran down that a little bit. Stayed off of honey, and got a little tiny bit on the shade screen, but oh well. Yeah, sun's almost straight above us now, so yeah, there's really no shade until I don't know, about 3 o'clock. It starts kind of forming. They were blooming all winter on 20. They never quit this year.
Yeah, but I wasn't here. Going into LaPorte, they're doing something right in LaPorte, and to me in a stupid area, but It's at the last light before you turn to go to the LaPorte Hospital. 30 is they never go away either. Going into like Maryville and Cherville area. Oh yeah. They're full bloom there again. I don't know about Plymouth yet. They hadn't had anything up. So
Well, I might be getting a road report here soon through text. Randy came back to Quartzsite.
oh yeah.
And dropped the trailer off, and they took off this morning. I called him, and well, he called me last night. I was up on the roof, and I called him when I got off the roof. And then I called him this morning to kind of let him know about 40 because he said he was probably heading out this morning. So I called him and I said, "Hey, where you at?" He said, "Heading up 95 to Kingman." I said, "You going up 40?" He said, "Yep." I said, "Here, let me read a few things to you." Told him about them comments and that, and he said, "Oh man, he didn't want to go that way either." I mean, and so I think he's just going to go straight up 95 up to 80 and then go into Wyoming, is what he said. I think K&B's the only one's got them here right now. No. That other hardware store had them too, didn't he?
No, it was the discount tent across from the post office.
Oh,
that had them. And
that's
they're gone.
Yeah, they can't come back either.
Why?
The town shut that whole lot down because the guy wouldn't put gravel on it. It's the desert. It was already gravel.
So that guy there that does the big discount tent with stuff like that's going to have to find somewhere else.
It's the oldest flea market in Quartzsite. And the city
now
shut him down because the owner wouldn't gravel the lot because one neighbor moved in that park behind it.
Yeah.
And got tired of dust blowing at her way.
Then you come to the wrong area.
You're in the middle of the desert, lady. BLM land in Wyoming, I'm sure it probably is. BLM land's not hard to find out west. Once you cross that Mississippi, yeah, you got to get away from the Mississippi a little bit, but
there ain't none in Texas.
There was a deal with Texas, is why. When Texas
says there is.
Says
there is.
It's very small if there is, but when Texas rejoined the Union,
Wyoming.
Wyoming. Oh, okay. But I read the reason why there's no BLM land over there is when Texas rejoined the Union, the deal was the federal government could own no federal land in Texas. That's why you see a lot of city parks doing the 3-day camping. A lot of them got hookups. You just give them a donation. That's one of the main reasons. But yeah, I'm sure there's BLM land in Wyoming. It's all.
It says wherever Cold Springs is, there's a national forest. There's Paint Rock, Lone Tree.
Hey, there's Naj. Howdy, Naj. Another member.
Something about wild horses. Our dogs would go nuts.
Yeah.
Now, the one, they had to do an emergency closure of Teton Reservoir. Due to high water conditions, right now it's closed. But they're up there. Hey, Naj. I was snooping.
Yeah, dust always blows in the desert. Some people. Yeah, really. But it is sad. The oldest flea market in Quartzsite was forced to close down because one lady. Hey, but Potterfield and friends, howdy.
Well, that's that one guy. What did we need? And he had them. Them little.
He had all my 12-volt stuff.
Yeah, for the solar system. At a good price. He wasn't bad.
No, yeah, he wasn't bad at all.
I mean, so. Oh, I don't know. It's the window. Probably. I mean, you're in the desert. You're going to get dirt. What are they supposed to do? Blacktop and gravel everything?
Yeah, exactly. Green Mom. Those are the ones that don't want to get wet in the pool.
Yeah. You're
Oh,
gonna have
that
to,
happened. The oldest flea market in Quartzsite was forced to close because the owner of the property, and gravel is expensive,
yeah.
wouldn't gravel the parking lot. Well, the parking lot's not. It's a typical Quartzsite desert. Every lot in Quartzsite looks exactly like that lot. um, so, because he wouldn't put gravel down, they made him close. Because a lady moved into the park behind it, RV park behind it, and was complaining because the dust was blowing on her from that lot.
Don't open your windows on that side. Problem solved.
You know how to fix that problem? Move to the city.
Or move to a different RV park. And
I want
really,
to go to that market on it. If it's the one I'm thinking of, where the antique row is, and that. I still want to
and
go
the
there.
funny thing is, when they get all their people there with their booths, there's hardly any dust to move.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, yeah, yeah, you nailed it right there. It's totally empty right now.
Yeah. Hold on here. There we go. I ain't got such big white. Oh, it's still
Yeah.
glowing. Oh well.
Texas was the reason why we joined Thousand Trails, because once you got to the Dallas area, there was what 5,000 trails around there.
5 or 6 around that area.
1,000 trails to get back to Indiana, and that it worked out great. Because once you get out of New Mexico, there's no more BLM land. Now it's rest areas that you can stay in Texas, and whatever little town parks you can find.
Yeah.
That
They probably got another motive too for closing them down besides the gravel. They're probably wanting that land to sell to somebody to build up on it or something. If you think about it.
Yeah, probably because it's almost well, it is a corner lot, but it's not a main corner lot from the highway. But it is a corner lot, and it's a good size.
My buddy's back. I'm gonna have to get off here early. Remember, they bumped my time up.
Yeah.
I gotta go get gas in the car and all that good stuff. So I'm not gonna stay on. I'll stay on a little bit longer.
She was also saying they were dumping sewage on the ground. There's no evidence of that over there at all. And you would smell it if they were, and there was never a smell of that anytime we were over there. You know when somebody's doing
Hey,
that.
moon over Miami.
Because it changes the ground too. We've been to many places where people have just dumped their black tank right where they're sitting at.
Yeah.
Well, it leaves residue. You can tell that was black
and
water.
It smells.
Yeah, and it stinks.
It was probably their gray water, and she don't know the difference between dishwater versus black water. She's probably one of those people.
Yeah, gravel wouldn't help with that anyway. And eventually, the gravel's going to get dusty anyway as people driving on it.
Yeah, because look at the BLM out there.
But there's not, when you go through there, you can't see any spots where water's been dumped on the ground over there.
So yeah, there's more behind it than just one person complaining.
Yeah,
they're wanting that property.
Because the lot across from it pretty much is all empty now, and they're putting that RV resort right there in that other corner across from it. There still ain't nobody in it yet.
No.
But where our RV store, the best RV store that was in Quartzsite, tore down and closed it down. He's not open anymore. Anywhere.
Yeah, but the one you're talking about is right across from the post office on the main drag.
But it's in the same general area, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta go over the overpass one more time, but.
Ooh, look at Ron made. Hey, Ron.
Fried pork chops, corn on the cob, homemade bread. Oh, my man. Yeah, we got a bread maker.
But yeah, there's something because it's on the main drag in Quartzsite. So they got plans, or they think they're gonna put something there. I guarantee you.
I wonder what a lot of them vendors are going to do, because this flea market up here is full. And that one was full, unless they're going to go over where Rice Ranch and that was.
Maybe. Because Rice Ranch and that one guy that bought it, he keeps a little bit of the front open so people can have vendor spots.
But I think Rice Ranch has been bought too, though.
Yeah, it was bought. They were cleaning out some of the old trailers that were just left behind.
You have son. You need a solar cooker, but don't you got to need the bread though in the thing, right? But the solar would be running the bread maker.
Not if you're running AC.
Dear, I am not stopping at 1,500 watts of solar.
I love giving him crap.
Eventually, we're going to have enough solar to run whatever we want, whenever we want to, and battery power. Takes time. We'll get there, but I mean, I don't even care if I got to load panels up on a trailer and put them in storage every year.
Yeah.
But wintertime, ground solar is the best. That proved that this winter.
Yeah, he does. It used to be cast iron addiction. Now it's solar addiction.
No, I have addiction of not giving out money when I don't need to. When I can do stuff for free. That's my addiction. Look at, we almost got 1,500 watts on the ground if I put it all up.
ARG Arizona Homestead. There's somebody to ask. He's up in that area. What 40's like? I'm sure he's been on it.
Have you seen 40 RG Arizona Homestead? We heard it's in really super bad shape, and the comments are saying stay off of it.
We get the Miss Aaliyah. We go to Santan down in Phoenix.
Use 250 watt panel for, I think it's $55 now. But yeah, if you can get it for free, that's what. Yeah. And the longer we're out here, and the more I'm learning about this stuff, I was like, man, why didn't I think of this stuff when we were in Sticks and Bricks?
He needs to quit moving. Your camera can't focus again. You're all fuzzy.
I'm changing that next month too.
Jolly Bayou in Georgia. Where's it at? Savannah? Santan has a place in Georgia now. So
they have been working on it, but you know how the state is. Yeah, they've been working on the one by Flagstaff for 4 years now.
Yeah. But for Jolly, talking about used solar, she's in, oh gosh, which is it, West Virginia, Jolly, or Virginia? Either way, Georgia would be your closest place to get used panels from Santan. And some of the other stuff you would need.
Savannah, Georgia.
It'd be worth the drive if you had a way to haul whatever panels you need instead of having them shipped. But yeah, Virginia. Yeah, it's Savannah, Georgia, ain't it?
Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's because they charge you an outrageous price. There goes our weather thing. It's Wednesday. He said near him it's been fixed somewhat, babe.
Supposedly from Kingman to Flagstaff is the worst part.
Yeah. It's commercial time.
Already? Wow.
Yeah, you've been yakking that long. Yakker.
Guess we'll be back right after this.
Slow down, mama. Why you talk so mean? Good Lord, man, shit, it ain't what it seems. Got nice clothes and nice shows. Boogie down at the bar. Fiddle tunes and homemade booze, but it always goes too far. Shooting pool, crack a jack, take off now and don't look back, but hey, don't you wanna play? Hold on, sugar, why you look so...
We're back.
Yep. I forgot what we were talking about. 40, I know that.
Yeah.
But now I was just talking about putting solar on the house. And I don't remember who. Somebody did a thing on them, on the different solar companies out there, how they're charging people these outrageous rates. And then half the time the solar that they do hook up on the house isn't even working. So
Yeah.
if you're seriously thinking about doing it, I would start reading reviews. If you're going to have a professional do it, because these people were supposed to be professional, and they are actual businesses, because you can go right to their site. I don't remember where all it was at, but they were ripping people off on stuff, and finally the one guy got a hold of another company, and they had to clean up the mess that the other company never finished in order for him to get his solar working right.
Typical normal.
Yep. So just like anything you do your homework before you let them touch it.
But I mean, we go get 4 more panels. That's 1,000 watts at right around $200.
Mm.
Another solar controller, that's what, 100 and something, 150 probably. I got the wire.
Yeah, but it's not just here in Arizona. These companies have, in other various states, and their people are paying them to do it, and they only do, they don't do it fully, so the people aren't really benefiting from all the solar. Like the one guy, it'd been 2 years, and he still couldn't draw solar in to run anything on his house. So
Yeah,
he
I don't
ended
like
up,
ladders either.
huh?
I said, I don't like ladders either, RG Home, Arizona Homestead.
Oh, I don't do ladders. Ask him. The back ladder on the back of the rig scares me. When he's up there working, I only go so high up, and he's like, "Really?" And I said, "That's right." And I got a death grip on that ladder. But yeah, he had to hire another company to come in and pay more money out, and that company, what do you call it, documented everything for him, and he had to take the other company back to small claims court to get some of his money back from that investment. Yeah, they got the panels. They're used. They have new ones too, though, don't they, babe?
Hey, going green, Mom? All you need is a Prius.
Oh yeah, we saw that.
How many they put in there? Was it 12?
12 and a
12
Prius.
250 watt panels in the back of a Prius. 12 of them. And let me tell you, these panels are not light.
Wow, that's sad there, RG. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have believed it, but I actually went on the site of one of the ones that's had the most complaints, and they're a legit nationwide solar company. Yeah, I cannot remember the name of it now, but just for giggles, I decided, okay, I want to see if this is like a legit company that these people are paying to do this, or are they like a scam company that switches their names? No, it was a nationwide company doing solar installation on houses. Yeah. So read your reviews. Don't do the reviews on their sites. Let Google do a review. You'd be shocked what you find through Google.
Hey, what's happening, Timmy?
Because
Once you get the solar panels in the back of the SUV, you ain't gonna be sleeping in that either.
no, because the place where my sister stayed, remember after we did the Google review, if I would have read those reviews, she wouldn't have went. I don't think our family would have put her in that place. I get
What's that one
tickets.
lady with Hoa? Hoa?
Howa.
She lives in a Prius.
Yeah. So, but yep. But Georgia, Dolly, if you're going to build out a bus and you want
There's
your
an ad that keeps popping up on YouTube saying if you live in whatever, there's like a few
on
states.
Facebook too.
Is it on Facebook? Yeah, you can get your solar for free now. The government will pay it all.
Yeah, right.
But those are the scammers that come in and don't do the work right. They just get the
Yeah.
money from the government and leave you hanging.
Yep. Hey, James and Cindy, how's it going?
Salmon and James. But yeah, $55 a panel now.
Something like that. Hey, Tumbleweed RB Life.
Howdy, howdy.
All right, I am going to step down so I can start getting ready for my appointment.
But I want at least 8 more panels. I want at
8
least
more
8
panels.
more.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about your dad, Timmy. Big hugs. I'm stepping down, everybody. I gotta get ready for my doctor's appointment. I gotta stop and get gas on the way too. So I'll see everybody tomorrow.
That's in LaPorte?
No, it's a clear up in Valpo on the other side. And like I said, we got the beautiful flowers growing on the road. So bye everybody. I'll let you remove me or however down below. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Bye.
You gotta remove yourself. You do it. Yeah, there you go. Oh, she's saying, okay, yeah. She's saying that I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. If we close out, she's hit the wrong button. She's down there looking like she's needing to click on something. It doesn't say remove from stream.
Okay, I'm going to try just closing it out on my tab, the actual internet tab.
Oh,
So
well,
be
don't
ready.
hit that Leave Studio button down there at the bottom.
No, I'm not hitting that. All right, bye everybody.
Yeah, that's what I say around that back end cost is probably a doozy. Yep, it worked. She's gone. We did that before. One of us left and we hit that leave studio because we thought we were just leaving the studio. But no, it closed the whole thing off. I think. Maybe we did hit in the markers. They're both the same color button. Oh, that was a long time ago. Don't touch the button. Camping therapy, another member. Howdy, howdy. But yeah, I'd like to have another 2,000 watts out there. That'd be almost 3,000 watts. We'd be able to run anything. Have to up the inverter a little bit though. Justin and Christina's RV Van Live. Howdy, howdy. Won't be here tomorrow. Oh yeah, you got Dennis. You don't get new your pearly whites fixed. Hmm. I've knock on wood. I've never. The dog didn't even move. I've never chipped a tooth that I know of. Broke one, cracked one. My molar cracked. I was eating a Twinkie and cracked a molar. But yeah, no big plans today. I will have to probably go get gas sometime today. Probably this evening when it cools off or something. Bethany and Barbaritos? No, I don't think we have. It must have been bad. It didn't hurt or nothing. It never gave me no warning. I was sitting there at work one day eating a Twinkie and half my molar fell off into my mouth. I was like, what? And it was sharp. Hey, Diane Phoenix, howdy, howdy. You knocked your front tooth out? I thought I had a couple times. But speaking of restaurants, they're closing Dairy Queen down here. Closing an ice cream shop in the middle of the desert. Smart move. Putting a Taco Bell in. We got a lot of taco places. And they already have a Subway there. So it's like a Subway, but burritos. Much better than Subway. I keep an eye on them for them. Yep, 2,500 watts for 10 of them. And I got 4 now. 4 more would be 12. I'd have 12 250 watt panels in. Yeah, it was probably bad beforehand, but it never gave me any warning. Never hurt, never nothing. But yeah, you can't beat that. You cannot beat the price of them. And I've been keeping up the. Is it not getting a little hot there? Well, I got the air conditioner on now. It's what? It's 92, probably 93 right now. But here's the temperatures for the next few days. They're really not all that bad, considering. But here's today's high is 100. Then we cool down and go into 96, 93, and 97. Man, next week's 100, 101, 100, 99, 98, 98. All in all, they're really not that bad. Firehouse subs. Haven't been to one of them yet. I do plan on going. Haven't been to Jersey Mike's. I want to go to Jersey Mike's. Love Jimmy John's, though. I mean, there you get meat. Subway, you get a salad on a bun. That's why I ordered a meatloaf or something like that. The chicken teriyaki, where I get more of the meat instead of. If I get a regular sub, it's basically Subway salad on a bun with meat. Lay Twinkies out in a casserole dish. Wait, whoa. Top with strawberry pie filling and fresh strawberries. Whoa, that sounds good. Though probably expensive. Have you priced Twinkies lately? And they're smaller. What was something beeped? We still got power. What was that? That sounded like an ampy-cool. Only one's running and it's on. I don't know. Amethyst Hayes Adventure. Howdy. I think they're close to being national, or because we had them back in Indiana too. And Amy's got them, so yeah. Firehouse Subs, I think's over in I think there's one over in Maryville, maybe Valpo, more than likely Maryville, Cherville maybe. But I bet you it was good. Good. Yeah, here firehouse, and it goes towards the fire departments. It's ran by firemen, and they contribute to the fire stations. But yeah, I got a sub from Subway last few times, just to see if it was different Subways, and no, you get a salad on a bun. That's why I always get the meatball sub or something like that. You might as well drive to Chicago. Yeah. See, I had mater soup last night for dinner. I was going to take me 2 hot dogs, slice them in half, long ways, fry them, put some cheese on some bread on both sides with some butter so they'll toast, and then put the hot dogs in the middle, and then make me a grilled hot dog cheese sandwich. But by the time I got off that roof last night and everything, I just come into that. Soup is quick. I was going to have this how quick I wanted to eat. I was actually going to have chicken noodle soup. Had a taste for it. Go ahead, y'all give me chicken noodle soup. Well, I pulled the chicken noodle soup out of the cabinet, and it was going to require that I was going to have to use the can opener. So I put the chicken noodle soup back up on the shelf, and next to it was the tomato soup, and the tomato soup has the pull tab. So I ate tomato soup just because it had a pull tab last night. Yeah, salad on a bun is right. It is too. I would have take my Western dressing in there, put that on there, eat that. But yeah, so Campbell's, you might want to switch your cans over because it cost you a dinner last night. The can opener was right in front of me too in a drawer. All they had to do was open it up, but they have, yeah. So that's how I buy my soup now. I look at the top. It's got a pull tab. Okay, yeah, we'll buy this one. morning coffee. I haven't coffee in a few weeks now. Just drinking water. I drank the other day. I kept track. I drank 14 bottles of water 3 days ago. Let me tell you, I was up most of the night. And you know, it's that time of year you finish one bottle, and then you start another bottle. That's bottle. This is bottle number 4 already for the morning. I had cake instead of cookies. I got a few cookies left. I've been eating like 2 of them for dessert at night. But of course, I dip them heavily in peanut butter. Heavily. I can't emphasize that. Heavily. It's more like, would you like a little cookie with that peanut butter? Yeah, I've been drinking a lot more water every now and then. Like I said, I bought this stuff just to break it up every now and then. Give me a different flavor every now and then. So I haven't drank one of them now for about 3 days. 2 or 3 days. But very important to stay hydrated out here, that's for sure. And I'm getting it mixed up over there. Supposed to be in them things, I thought, but I don't know. How else would you get electrolytes if they're, because ain't they in water anyway? I mean, really, what did the pioneers people do? They didn't have Gatorade and everything. They only had water. Because, I mean, water is supposed to have electrolytes in it, correct? I think. You know more about that than I do, going Green Mom. In the Army, they wanted you to drink 8. Splash that up on my face. 8, I should get some Gatorade to have in here. We usually do, but we haven't since we've been on the road. Sea salt, molasses, Pioneers made Switchel. I forgot about Switchel. They died, a lot of those Pioneers. Man, when you get out in the desolate part, like from, say, Phoenix coming this way, on a horse, pulling a wagon, it's even slower. In a wagon train, it's even slower. Well, not even so much a wagon train, 2 or 3 wagons. It's a drink. Somebody made that at one of our reenactments one year. I can't remember what's in it though. But I just couldn't imagine what those people were, what was running through their minds. You know, when's the next water? You know, where, and a lot of it would be word of mouth. They would know where the next water stop was. Like over here in Baus, there was a guy that had a water reservoir set up, and he let people water their horses and get water in that. One of these days, I'm going to do a video over there of that. OJ and bananas. But yeah, I'm probably going to start getting the Gatorade packs because I like the Gatorade better than the Powerade. Well, there's actually no signs that I got big glasses of water, drink fluids, and make sure you don't. The easiest way I do it is I watch my urine. If your urine starts, now don't go by your first one in the morning because your first one in the morning is usually dark. But that's what they told us in the Army was watch your urine. If your urine starts to darken up, get some water in you. And that always seemed to work. Pioneer had cast iron skillets. Their iron came from that. Yeah, and we do a lot of cast iron cooking. In fact, that's what that's all I eat my soup in. But I kind of watch my skin. You know, you do the pinch test. But I really watch my urine, man. If my urine starts darkening up, I know I'm not getting enough water then. But in the morning, because I forgot to flush one morning. And Becky went in right after me, and she said, "Oh my God, you better drink some water." I said, "Dear, it's morning. It's always dark in the morning." Yeah, she really freaked out on me. You're dehydrated. You better start getting some water in you. Switch was water, apple cider vinegar, molasses, salt, maybe lemon juice, and a bit of ginger. And there's other things in it too. It's basically whatever they have, but that's the core of the ingredients. Um, yeah, urine is supposed to be relatively clear, and when you're starting to get dehydrated, it starts darkening up. And if you're really dark towards the evening, you better start getting some fluids in you. Yeah, and there's other things that too will influence the color of it. Repeat, blue. You taking that one? Becky has stuff over here that does that. Hey, life over love Lucretia. Howdy, howdy. Way overslept, huh? Well, it's still early out here yet. It's not even noon yet. But yeah, I've had medication that changed mine too, and I think it might have been the B. I was on vitamin B at the time. Yeah, I mean that's and the other night I come in, I was up on the roof, did that last coat. It was still pretty warm out there too. I had stood around outside and I had to drink water for about 2 hours. And I had come inside and I was cooking my vegetable beef soup then that night. It was the night before last. And I felt myself getting a little dizzy and a little sweat pouring out right there in my arm right here. And I could feel myself being dehydrated a little bit. So I immediately grabbed some water and started. Well, I did. I went into the bathroom and had to take a leak, and it was a little on the dark side. And I said, ooh, so I grabbed some water and started drinking it. But yeah, that was me staying out in that heat a little bit longer than I should have. Without water. If I had water out there with me, and it was right here on the counter, I should have just come in here and grabbed it, but I didn't. I was just doing other things and wasn't really watching. But it reminded me, just a little bit of a reminder saying, hey, you are in the desert, dude. Drink the water. Take breaks a little more often. I keep splashing that water up on me. And I got dust on my arms from putting that. I put that windshield cover. I put that windshield cover back on the generator, and I leaned up against it and got dust all over me, and I didn't realize it till just now. Use a black strap, salt for sodium, also cuts the bitter molasses. Yeah. If you're peeing, you're doing okay. Yeah. Yeah, if you ain't, then you're severely dehydrated. But that's what they told, because I got dehydrated in the Army once. And they gave me an IV and everything. And they explained that, hey, you're out there in that field, or whatever, watch your urine. If it starts darkening up, start drinking more water. But they wanted us to drink 8 canteens a day. Eat too many beets and it will go pink. Oh, I bet. Foamy urine indicates protein loss and possible kidney damage. I had never heard of that one. Huh. Like 2 to 3 gallons of water a day. That's about what I was at working in the Christmas tree fields back home. Yeah, and alcohol, that'll dehydrate you faster than anything. You think water would, because when you drink water, you pee just as much as like you went to a bar and alcohol, because alcohol runs through me. But alcohol dehydrates you. Water doesn't. But makes you pee just as much. That doesn't make sense. I don't know about that, Justin. I really don't. They say, yeah, we might have gained a couple years, but when you go back and you look at these old tombstones and that, these people lived to be 70, 80 years old, 90, just about as long as we did. Um, a lot of kids died more back then, but I kind of question that life expectancy getting longer. Um, as, you know, especially some of our historic figures. You know, they lived into their 70s and 80s and stuff. Howdy, Lorraine, traveling with special abilities. How are you? Hope you get to feeling better. You know, supposedly coffee's supposed to dehydrate you too, but I don't believe that because that's all water, other than the stuff, you know, the flavor. You know, if coffee does that, dehydrates you, then how come Kool-Aid and stuff like, you know, just soda, you know, soda's supposed to dehydrate you too, but I don't know. Hey, speaking of the headaches, I drink more water. My headaches aren't as bad. So we might be onto something there too. Yeah, those have greatly improved. You have a good night, Lauren. Hope you get to feeling better. Yeah, James drink coffee all day. He don't believe that either because it's 99.9% water. It just touches the stuff for flavor and coloring as it goes through the filter. Um, yeah, coffee. That's I've heard that coffee supposedly dries you out. It's weird. Okay, why is this one splashing up on my nose and that other one didn't do it as bad? It looks like I got a wet nose. I've been told count coffee and tea as 2/3 volume by naturopath. By naturopath. Oh, uh, but yeah, I mean, water's not an issue out here so far, anyway. Okay, we've been on an hour now, so I am going. I didn't eat breakfast, so I'm going to make it lunch. Oh, that would too. Yeah. Yep, and they're going to make me some lunch and maybe go get gas. I don't know yet. We'll see. But thank you everybody for coming in here today, and we'll see you tomorrow. I got to go shoot a video real quick too, 8-minute video. So try to get that uploaded before Thursday night. uh, but, yeah, pretty much cookie time, cookie and peanut butter time. But again, everybody have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Becky will fill us in. Hopefully, I get a better road report. But have a good day, everybody. And until then, enjoy yourselves. I can't find my outro. There it is. All right, later, all. Thank you.